Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you guys my updated eyebrow routine of 2019. I've actually been doing this for a few months now, but I wanted to put out a new video for the start of the new year. So first we're going to start off with the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel, and I put that on before anything else, and I actually learned this technique from Jessica Vu here on YouTube, and I think this is a really good idea because it kind of sets the base and basically an outline as to where to put the eyebrow product on. So I kind of just make sure the hairs are in place and placed where I want to put them. And then next we're going to go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and I'm in the shade Dark Brown. And here we're going to use the number 12 brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills as well. And what I really like about that brush is that it's super thin, so it makes precise brow hairs. So we're just going to dip into the product, wipe the excess, and then start with brow-like strokes. And from here it kind of gets repetitive, to be honest, because you want to follow where your hair is growing. So some of my hairs, they're growing upwards, so that's where I am placing the strokes on. And as for the pressure when applying the product, you want to kind of keep a light medium pressure while doing the hair-like strokes, and again following wherever your hair is growing. So for these hairs on top of the brow, it's growing more downwards, and I like to try to keep it a little bit lighter towards the front of the brow and then darker towards the end, which is why I don't dip into the pomade when working at the front of my brow. I just use the leftover product, so that way it'll give a sort of ombre faded effect. So right now I know it looks a little bit messy, but I promise you we're going to clean it all up. So the next step that I'm doing is I'm basically outlining the general shape of my brow to make it just a little bit more cleaner, especially right at the top. And here I'm just filling in the gaps that I noticed throughout my brow, especially towards the front. And I make sure that it's all even and nice and precise, especially with the hair-like strokes. And again, I know it looks messy, especially at the top, but I will definitely clean it up and you'll see that it'll all come together. So here I'm just basically measuring where the front of my brow should end by using the brush against the side of my nose and immediately marking where that place is. And this is just to appropriately make my brow the appropriate length, and then continuing to make more brush strokes and filling in the brow. And then after brushing it out to make it just a little bit more even, I take a little bit more product and continue on with the hair-like strokes. And this is just to define the individual hairs that might have been erased while blending. So it's just to help define the brow even more. And then I take a damp Q-tip and just clean up, especially right at the top. And this will start the cleaning process. And then we're going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape, and we're going to go in with this flat square brush, and we're going to literally use a little bit of concealer. As you can see, I'm just dabbing on the edges of the container, and we're going to outline the brow and just clean up everything. And honestly, this is one of my favorite steps because it just pulls everything together. So as you can see, I'm just using a little bit of concealer. Honestly, I feel like here I might have used a little bit too much. And then we're going to do the same thing on top of the brow, and this is probably my most favorite part of cleaning up because it's so satisfying to look at. But as you can see, it's just coming together and it's getting less messy. And here, using the warmth of my fingers, I'm blending out the concealer just a little bit and making sure that it is all even and getting rid of any harsh edges. And then we're going to go in with a dry sponge, as you can see here, and we're just gonna further blend into the eye and just make sure that everything is even. And to top it all off, I put some more brow gel, and this is because we messed with the hair placement while putting on the brow product. So doing the brow gel at the end helps put the hairs back in place and basically place them where I want them. And this just pulls everything together and adds that really nice finishing touch. And here I'm just cleaning up the brows a little bit more, and I'm not using any additional concealer. I'm just using whatever's left over and just kind of making sure that everything looks really nice and neat. And that finishes my eyebrow routine. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching my video. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye!